Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
This is Popeye, and we are the RC-Saylors.
You're in the box! Look at you!
Good job, buddy. He came just in time when he heard us say the intro. He jumped up in my lap. This is the HobbyKing Bixler. This is the third version. I guess they've just done. I don't really know much about the first two versions. I just know I got the newest version, and I'm going to call this. I'm dubbing this the workhorse of our RC arsenal because it's going to have some new features that I'm not used to, and I'll be learning some with flaps. I did pick up 2 extra servos so that I could fly with flaps. That's an entirely new thing for me. I'm very excited. I've flown some friends' planes with flaps, but never owned my own, so very pumped for that. And then this is also a good FPV kind of supported plane. There's a nice little mounting bracket that goes on there. So anyway, let's jump inside, and so I can show you guys what comes in the box. And in this video at the end, I'll also build it on my own time. I'll share with you guys my build experience, and if there are anything that maybe was a struggle for me to get through, or just things that stood out, I'll tell you what those were at the end of the video. Like my hey-gah! Tactical knife.
Overkill, babe.
Yeah, I know. If this works out and we get this in the air in time, we may be bringing this to Flight Fest with us. By the way, it's a 61-inch wingspan. It's a 1400 kV brushless motor, and surprisingly, it's just a 20-amp ESC.
So these are the ailerons,
right?
And this moving piece is the flaps.
That's
See,
right.
I've never even seen this before.
The flaps are optional, by the way. If you're a person that does not want to fly with flaps, you don't need to. You can just go without.
That's pretty cool.
Here, if you want to cut that, you ought to get your gun knife. Oh, don't go that way.
I mean, no.
No, that's backwards.
What?
That's backwards, darling.
How do you use your knife?
It's just a knife. It's got a sharp edge and a dull edge. So flaps are pretty cool because really, and at least in my experience, the way I've used them so far on friends' planes, is they help you take off much faster, and it's a lot easier to land with flaps because you can come in under power. It helps slow your plane down and give you more lift when you fly with flaps. I'm sure you'll fly
look
this.
Good. Foam looks good. The wing has the little tilt at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. That hedral that helps keep the plane centered. And you know, they're not just some planes you get and they have true stickers on them, and they feel like over time they're going to come off. This is kind of like a decal, almost like one of those skin tattoos.
Yeah, you can tell. I mean, it's a sticker because I could peel it off with my fingernail, but like it's so well on there, you can see the foam
really nice,
through it. Here,
let's hold up that wing together so they can see.
How big is that?
61 inches.
Wow.
So,
5 foot, 1 inch.
Mm-hmm. Good math. Good math. I was impressed by the quick wing installation. There's like these little lock nut things that just put it in. You put it in and you twist it, and it's locked on. So I think that the wing is going to have very easy. You know, you take it apart and put it back together very quickly. So good plane for travel.
Here, you'll be needing this.
The instructions.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put this together.
Okay, this is cool.
There, that's for the FPV.
This is, I guess it goes this way.
Yeah.
This will mount in place of the canopy hood thingy.
That's right.
It'll go right there, and you can mount FPV to it. It actually already has the magnets on it. So we've never done FPV with planes, so it's pretty cool.
I've ordered some FPV stuff that's on its way that we can do. Right, yeah, let's pop this off with the magnets.
Oh, that's where the wing goes. It looks weird, doesn't it?
See that?
Without the wing?
Yeah, it does look funny. Okay, so that goes down in first. And
Let me see it.
You should have magnets that'll pop in. Yeah, there you go. And now you have a flat surface to mount your FPV gear.
Cool. So the wing is mounted on top.
Yeah.
That means it'll be kind of more of a stable flyer.
Very much so. And your prop is in the back, so it's totally protected as much as it can be for planes.
So there's the ESC right there.
20 amp.
Yeah, and it has
XT60
connector. Already there for you.
A super awesome thing about this plane as far as FPV goes is that the prop is mounted in the back. So it gets it out of the way of your camera. So this really should be a blast for FPV. But then, you know, you don't have to. You
Look
can just
how
put this
long this push rod is.
Has to go all the way back,
yeah. Crazy looking.
Yeah. I love the looks of this already very much. The tail wheel does steer with the rudder, so that's really nice. Man.
Oh, I like the little stripes on the bottom.
That's a good looking little rudder, huh?
I like that it has this little, I mean, it's like, it's not straight or curved, it's kind of like bendy. Yeah, it's neat.
Now it does have optional landing gear. These guys pop in and out pretty easily from what I understand.
And you got some pants.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So you can do belly landings very easily on this plane, or if you've got a nice mode field, you can pop those. Oh, look at that! Look how this is gonna look really good. Yeah. Wonder if I have to glue that on or what. I'll let you guys know as soon as I find out. But that's So remember, at the end of this video, I'll tell you the pros and cons to the build process.
Curvy looking prop.
Yeah, that's
got some curves.
That's an 8x4E prop, 8-inch prop. Tons of Velcro.
Stuff in this one.
Little plastic pieces and
bullet nose thing for your prop. Some connectors, more connectors.
Y harness.
Service things. More Velcro.
Servo things.
You got 2 of your things for your wing.
Right, the little locks to hold the wing on. Oh, here goes.
Servo things.
Push rods.
Servo things.
Yes. A lot of servo things to install the push rods. Servo horns for the wings.
Very educational.
It comes with everything you need except for a receiver, a battery, and of course a transmitter. You need a charger for your battery, but they may have a ready-to-fly version of this. It's a very popular plane. It's the HobbyKing Bixler, and it's going to get some attention on our channel now. I'm very excited to fly this. There you have it, the HobbyKing Bix 3 unboxed. I'm going to take some time now and piece this together. I'll let you guys know here in just a minute the good and the bad of the build process.
Sweet!
Yeah. We're back with the built Bix 3. I think if I had to put a time stamp on this, first actually let me just it's 61 inches. I mean, this thing is massive. I didn't I knew it was 61 inches. I didn't expect it to be quite this big. It's huge. I think it took me, if I wasn't gonna put the flaps in, 20 minutes. Very fast, very easy. The instructions did a great job. They were simple steps that I feel like pretty much anyone could do. Even some younger kids out there could probably put this together pretty quickly. I think the only tools you'll need that aren't included, a screwdriver, a small Phillips head screwdriver just to get your tiny screws on the servos put in, and it comes with the glue, and it came with just enough glue. I mean, it was almost perfect. I didn't have to toothpaste the tube or anything. It was a really good amount of glue and just a good solid glue. I'm still waiting on things to dry. I just got done building it. With the flaps, you'll need your 2 extra servos, and it came with everything that you need, even the Y harnesses for those. The only thing that took a little bit of time was on the top of the wing. I'll try my best to point it out to you. On the original ailerons, there are plastic hinges, and that's great because that's going to reinforce your foam hinges. And when you install the flap servos, you have 3 hinges on each one that you have to install. It was easy to do. You just slap a little glue on it, make sure you don't glue the hinge itself because then it won't move anymore, and do 3 on each side. And then running your wires for the servos, I think you had to cut the tape. I haven't done it yet, but you have to cut the tape down there and then run it through the seam. That'll clean your wires up a little bit. The tail was easy to put together. It was just glue. Just glue holds it on, and then just snapping your push rods into the servo horns. It was all super simple, and I'm very happy with the build process. again, maybe 20 minutes without the flaps, maybe 40 minutes with the flaps. And I'm very slow at what I do. I was watching TV while I did it, and you know, just very relaxed build. I was not racing to build it. So, you know, give yourself an hour and then give yourself a good evening or so for the glue to dry. I won't be flying this today, maybe tomorrow. And I don't know this until I fly it, but I have a really good feeling that this would be a great first plane for somebody. Now don't take my word on that yet. Wait till I fly it and give you some feedback on the flight characteristics, but because it was so simple, so fast to put together, I just know that the undercarriage, the protected prop, the different methods of landing gear with or without, they just snap right on and off by just kind of bending the wire a bit. I have a good feeling this would make a great first plane, especially for 4-channel, and it's huge, so it'll be easy to see in the sky. That's 61 inches, it's awesome. I'm very impressed with it, easy to put together. I was expecting it not to be that easy, so that's really good. What more could you ask? That's awesome for a plane that size to come together so quickly. I'm very happy with it. Can't wait to fly it. Thanks a lot for watching. See you guys in the next video.
See ya.